4 States Favorites TV here at Oxford Healthcare in Joplin. Some amazing stories come out of this building. You can find out more on 4statesfavorites.com. Also download the app as well before we get started in here on Apple, Google, and Amazon. Oxford Healthcare. Let's go talk to some people and see what this place is all about. It's Oxford Healthcare on 4 States Favorites TV. I'm here with my buddy Keith. And Keith, how long have you been with Oxford?
Since May 9th, 2005.
So quite a while, yeah.
10 years plus.
Now, what do you do here at Oxford?
I'm the regional supervisor for what we call Region 2 and 4, which is the southwesternmost corner of Missouri, where I oversee the aid services that we deliver.
Yeah. What's one of the biggest things that you've been able to take away from Oxford as a company?
The tangible difference in the way they treat their employees.
Really?
And their staff. Oh, absolutely. And that's because a lot of times in an industry that has massive turnover.
Yeah.
We do very well for ourselves in comparison to others, and I think that really stems from primarily how the employees get treated. And I also think that becomes from how they nurture their growth.
Yeah.
They believe very strongly in hiring and promoting from within.
Gotcha.
And so in this particular office, where we have half a dozen different staff, every one of my staff, all my schedulers, all my field supervisors, and myself, training supervisor, we're all aides.
Wow.
We all started as aides in the field and kind of progressed up.
So you know exactly what it takes from beginning to end.
Yes.
So an employee stepping in here, you know, we were here, somebody got hired even while we were here. Mm-hmm. They can make a life here.
Well, I certainly would think so because I have.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
I may be a little bit biased.
Yeah, no, that's...
It's an industry that the work from the outside looking in is not a real transparent line of work because there's a reality to it. It is a tough gig, and it takes a special kind of person to be able to do it. And I think it's a line of work that a lot of people don't even recognize they have the ability to do.
Sure.
And so when you actually start doing it for that, when you have that person who has that genuine caregiver mentality, it'll get your hooks in you. Because the difference you make for the clients, whether it be someone who, myself, when I worked with a quadriplegic gentleman, that without individuals like us doing what we do, would have no choice but to reside in assisted living or nursing home.
Right.
But because there's people like us who do what we do, he had all kinds of choices. He had his own place, you know, he would run errands, he would get stuff brought to him, and he was 100% dependent. So that was something that you can hang your hat on at the end of every day.
Yeah.
And myself personally, never get taken that away from selling anything. Or making anything.
Yeah.
But you also can't really reach out and touch it. You know, so I think it does take a special person, but when you have that capacity, it gives you a sense of self-worth and satisfaction that I haven't been able to duplicate imagining myself doing anything else.
I'll tell you how special Oxford Healthcare is. His wife works here as well.
She does.
So it's a family affair.
It is, yeah. And that's also where you find people with similar kind of the same cloth, you know, because you know, you got the pleasure of meeting my wife earlier.
Yeah.
You know, and she was as diligent a worker as there is.
Yeah.
And so that's what's one of my favorite things. Because like, see, she gets it.
Exactly. That's it.
You explain it to somebody and you say, this is what I do. Someone who may not be as wise to the industry or savvy to what it is exactly that we do, we'll kind of look at you and go, you do what? You know, that's when I always hires like, she gets it. She does 7 days a week too. So it worked out.
It is definitely a life-changing business that Keith and his wife and the whole family work in, and Oxford Healthcare. We're going to tell you more about it right here on 4 States Favorites TV. So there you have it, Oxford Healthcare in Joplin. You can find them on 4statesfavorites.com.